All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome. It has been quite some time, a little too long, I think, but I've been gone for like a week or so, and I'm just kind of feeling like I'm recovered today, even though I got home on Monday and it's now Thursday. But I think I'm good to go, and we got some games here. 0-4 CSU Bakersfield, technically better than us, but once again 0-4. Central Connecticut State, a little bit better, but yeah, once again, I think we've got the offense here. And then Mount St. Mary's. So, got a few games. We'll go ahead and just get on started here. Whoops. What happened? What did I do? What did I do? There we go. I can tell this is going to be loud.
It's time for College Hoops 2K8. The away team go up against the Roadrunners. This one promises to be a real battle. Hi there, everyone. We're here at the Reborn Arena in Bakersfield, California. I'm Vern Lundquist.
Okay, it got very, very loud.
Give us your take, Bill.
Yeah, all the bullying last week. You know, it's funny. I deleted the tweet, I believe, but I had tweeted at you because I had seen something in the TJPW thread on PW that they were talking about. It was like, you know, all the different shows and stuff going on. And it's like, did you guys see, you know, guys who were giving the girls any like gifts and stuff like that, and someone was like, oh yeah, you know, there are people who are giving Arisu Endo Rice Krispies and, you know, all sorts of different gifts. And, you know, Raku even rubbed the belly of one guy. And he's like, I know a couple people saw that. And I was just like, I took a screenshot. I was like, hey, I think that was me. Did she not do that with other people? Raku about to become my favorite.
Diallo inbounds the ball. Diallo dumps it off. In the paint.
There you go.
With the one-handed jab. He's got two.
Oh no.
Higgins skips it to the wing.
Listen, I need someone to replace now in July. I thought I was about to be mentioned. No. I just saw the thing where one guy was like, yeah, Raku even rubbed one guy's belly. He's like, I know a couple other people saw it, and I was like, hey, wait, that was me.
Second to fall as well.
Unless she did it to somebody else, which is always possible. I thought it was kind of funny where I was showing a bunch of pictures, because there were a few that I didn't end up like posting. I think, like, you know, because like I said, I didn't want to flood it with pictures, but ended up taking like because not only all the people that I met, but then also Jesus, who didn't I post? Miyu and Rika for sure, and then Arisu Endo as well. And then I think a Saki picture as well. Because I can't remember, was she at the TJPW show or was it the GCW? I think it was the GCW TJPW. Well, she didn't rub it, but you could see in the picture that she like touched it, and then mentioned it was like a pillow.
With their ability to rebound effectively, he wants to make sure they stay active.
Do you have steak at Kitsune?
Deflects the pass, but it's retrieved by
I guess that means I should start running American Joshi Shindies. I think that's the sign right there. I need to contact one of the local promotions here and start pooling my money together to do some American Joshi shows. That's the
knocks down the first one.
I'll give my belt to some freelancer who hopefully one that'll walk around with it consistently. Unagi's already got the one, so I don't know. Tai Hanma?
Takes it up, banks it off the glass and in. They draw to within 3. About 11 and a half minutes.
Good
left in
job,
the
soldier.
half.
I know. I also did more salute than what she does.
Smith, number 12, pulls it in. They still have a 3-point
Yeah,
lead.
someone mentioned how like I only saw a couple, but someone mentioned how there was like 5 different dudes at the TJPW show that gave Arindo Rice Krispies treats.
The break is on.
So she got absolutely full of Rice Krispie treats on this. And they were only here for like 3 days, too, if that. It sounded like they actually got into America quite early in the morning and got into Philadelphia specifically quite early in the morning on Friday. Friday was the TJPW show.
Passes it to the baseline. Number 10 goes up, banks it off the glass and in. But they're still down by 3.
Yeah, I spent a lot of money, though. I will say. I will admit that. I spent a lot of money just for the TJPW show on Friday. I walked in with $370 in cash, and I walked out with 15. I have a lot of stickers and stuff, too, because I was like, oh, well, I can just put that on my cooler, because I've got my beer cooler. And I was like, real big shit.
Number 11 gets it.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking about that it'll be just as bad if they do WrestleMania in Minneapolis next year. It'll be, if God forbid, which I'm sure they probably would. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's kind of funny because just in the last day, I just saw something from earlier today where CD Japan did a thing on Twitter that was like, hey everybody, it's $1 to 152 yen. It's at the lowest it's ever been, so you can save a lot of money by buying from us. Please buy from us. So I'm sure the fact that they ran out of pretty much all their merch and all their portraits and everything like that, and I don't know how many people were like me going crazy with basically, let's do defense. Basically going to just about all of them. I know there were probably only a few. There was 750 is what they announced for TJPW. I imagine that not all of them, but a good portion of them probably went to at least 10 different people. What? Hi, you. You get your goon book signed? I did. Or at least, yeah. Yeah, let's see. I had the Shoko one. She seemed decent. I forgot that I had it for a second, so I spent an extra 30 because she had already signed the portrait, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, which I'm fine with because I don't have a Shoko portrait, because when I went to Japan and got all the different TJPW portraits, she was on her Mexico tour. Her little deal in Mexico. So I was like, all right, well, that's fine. So I had to pay the extra money to get her photo book signed. And then there was the Camille photo book, which Camille was excited about. And someone had gotten it. Damn it. I don't know. Did you guys get 2? I guess I could find that out. Did you guys get 2 photo books signed? Because I know, because they ended up getting like a 3 photo book set when it first came out, and one was already signed. So I imagine they got the other 2 signed. Yep. Okay. But yeah. Camille, I didn't pull my name out because I figured Camille, and she does know enough English, but she did the mistake that a lot of people do, and that's Taylor. So when I showed her, she was apologetic, and I was like, yeah, that's fine.
Tracy has something for us. Tracy?
Coach Tubbs is definitely aware
But yeah,
of that
sign
problem.
that.
Told his assistants that they have to
What
bring
else did
more
I have?
defenders
Oh yeah, I had the
into
first
paint,
photo
even if
book
it means leaving the
that
perimeter open.
TJPW did,
Desperate measures here, Vern.
which
All
I
right,
got
Tracy.
Miyu and Rika to sign. Mizuki was looking at it. She was like, "Oh," she's like, "Oh, it was a baby." I can't remember how old that one was. It's probably at least like 5 years
Catches it
old.
on the elbow. Number
So
12
it's not-
dumps it off. Skip pass.
It's not
left
totally
wing.
wrong.
Sullivan catches it down low.
'Cause they were a fair bit
From
younger.
in close, banks it right in. He's got 6.
But then, oh yeah, I also let me see here. Oh yeah, because I had the Magi Rabi.
The Road Runners, all time.
I had that one, that photo book as well that I had her sign, so I ended up paying twice to her
Getting set
to get 2
inbound
different
the
things
ball.
signed.
Coach Barnes made some changes that could affect their chemistry a little bit. I don't think these guys have played together very often.
I kind of ran out of stuff towards the end where it was just like I had the program with Suzume and Arisu Endo, so ended up having them sign that. It's not really a goon book, but
To the wing.
I was gonna say, was there anything else? I would have had Rika Tatsumi's photo book signed as well, but I found out that it was already signed at some point,
Easy, too.
so I didn't need to have her do that. Which,
Puts it up.
I mean, in the grand scope of things, saving $30 is negligible for how much I spent over the course of that time anyway. But yeah, I ended up getting like the grand princess towel that they brought over,
But they're still out in front.
and
by
they
4.
sold out of all of them. It's kind of funny because I think Doc was the last person to. He literally got the display model,
And it's gathered
where
up
it was
right
like they're all out, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And they're like, "Well, actually, we got this. We got the one that we actually put up." And he's like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Always protect the ball, Vern.
Swings it to
And
the
so
left wing.
I had originally gotten that before the show started,
Number 11.
and used that Grand Princess towel to have Miyu Watanabe
Mitchell
sign.
passes it up court.
And then by the time I got to like Raku and Yuki Aino the next day,
Out left.
I didn't have much, and I was like, unfortunately now Kakuta's never going to sign this program that she's on the cover
And
of,
it's scooped up by number
and the way it's looking,
Brings it up.
Hikari Noa might not ever sign the one that she's on the cover
Job
of.
protecting the ball there.
That last shot, good by number 11.
That's how you make them pay.
You spend so much
Solid
money on these
defense
women, the
resulting in
signings are
score.
blending in. I know.
The
I
yellow
spent less
inbounds
money on the
ball.
GCW
It looks like they're
TJPW one.
playing man-to-man.
I think the only TJPW girls I didn't specifically really pay for like the photos and all that
It's
jazz
a three-point shot
was
by Mitchell.
Hyper
And it's a
Misao,
6-point game. Smith
Palm
Did a good
Harajuku,
job to grab that
and
rebound.
Maki Ito.
Perfect position that time.
And I thought about it. I thought about
Stolen by the away
at least
team. The D was
Hyper
really
Misao
waiting
and
for it
Palm
there.
because
That's
I
how
knew
you
they
do
also
it.
had
Keep the heat on.
some
Wait for
merch
the
and stuff
misstep
too.
and then
But I
capitalize.
ended up not
Cal
doing
State
it. And then with
Bakersfield.
Maki, I've already got like 4 different portraits from before she got super popular.
Inbound the ball.
Substitution on the court.
So it's whatever. You see the tweet when it's announced now wasn't showing up
About
of me
5.5
saying turn the
minutes
plane
left
around.
to
Yeah,
go.
I was I had landed. I had just landed to get my connecting flight in Denver and saw that. What the fuck was that?
Uses the crossover. Last shot dropped in.
Yeah, and I was just like, God, I'm just sitting here having an existential crisis
Drop in.
in the Denver airport on my layover going, God damn it.
Left wing.
The
Number
one
11,
person,
deep.
the one goddamn
Yanks it
person
down inside.
that I was most looking forward to.
Job grab that
I also had
rebound.
another existential
Position that
crisis
time.
because they did the whole Stardom Girls at WrestleCon thing.
Goes up.
And it was
Double
like,
clutches the
oh
layup
yeah,
and
then
gets
they
it
announced
to
like the
fall.
schedules, and Momo
They're now behind
Watanabe's
by
was
3.
during the TJPW show. And that was another one where it was just like, God fucking damn it. The 2 biggest people that I was looking forward to meeting, and like between illness and scheduling conflicts, it's not going to happen.
Smith dishes to the wing.
So
Right
yeah, I
wing.
wasn't the biggest
Shoots it.
fan of that, but I made up
Misses
for
the
it.
long one. They still have a 3-point lead. Number 12 brings it up himself. Passes to the high post. Diallo.
Let's see here.
Count it.
Hey.
And he'll have a chance for the three-point play.
I love the strength. He fought through the foul, no problem. And that'll give him the three-point chance.
But yeah, so I ended up having Raku and Yuki Aino sign the Now photo book, or not photo book, but the program where everyone's in that Now is on the cover of, because I'm like, well, it's probably not going to get signed.
Swings it to the left wing.
You know, it's probably not going to get signed if I don't
Baseline. It goes straight
at least
out of
have them
bounds after
sign
the
it.
shot. Diallo inbounds the ball. Diallo backs him down for the lead.
It was kind of funny with Doc and you because they're not used to like indie wrestling shows.
This guy can usually finish in
So
traffic,
it was
but
just
he's
kind of
much
funny.
too
We
good.
got out of the
Even
well,
for
actually, it
your
wasn't nearly as loud at in the Penn's Landing, the TJPW shows, but they really cranked the shit out of the music at the Stardom show. And then I ended up seeing like the broadcast where they also pipe the music into like the actual feed. But yeah, they really punched the fucking music into that building, and it's not a big building. I think whatever all the new renovations and stuff they did to 2300 Arenas made it a hell of a lot smaller, because I think that was also 750 people. So they had the same amount of people for Stardom and Tokyo Joshi Pro. And like Tokyo Joshi Pro doesn't seem that, like Penn's Landing didn't really seem that big either. But yeah, I was kind of surprised just how, I think with all the new walls and everything and nicing it up, that they have made 2300 Arena quite small now.
Diallo inbounds the ball. Has it down low.
He's either got a foul
Hey.
or don't foul at all. You can't just give up easy three-point plays.
He can't
Damn
come
it.
away with a three-point play. 2:44 left in the first half.
See this? Go
Number
TJ
11
Club via
hands it
supremacy
off.
sign. Oh yeah,
Beats it to the wing.
I joked to you that that was that
Can't cash in
that should have been
the
her.
13-foot jumper.
He said that was
But
me.
they're still up by one.
You
Diallo
use a
backs
massive Mina fan. She is a
down, skips it to the
complete
baseline. Mark
Mina mark,
to give them the lead.
and
He's 3 for 4.
I joked that was her.
We're gonna apply some pressure here.
We even joked throughout our Discord the entire weekend, and even before that you was going to end up in jail, in some sort of New Jersey jail, after she met Mina at Spark.
Put it down. Strong move, Vern.
But it went all okay.
He completes the three-point play. Number 10.
And because she's a
inbounds
woman,
the ball.
she can do things. I made that joke because it was like, oh, did you guys? One of our friends was like, oh, did you have to bail you out of jail? It was like, nope, because you as a woman can do things that is seen as cute rather than creepy.
Good job to grab
Like
that
show
rebound.
Mina the fact that
Perfect position,
she's
that's
got her dancing on her lock screen of her phone, and then having Mina dance for her. It's like if my big 6'4" ass was just like, I have you at the lock screen on my phone, they would have called security.
He'll head to the stripe.
Just too much contact there, Vern. You're not going to get away with it if you affect the shot that much.
Jealous. Although it was funny because
And he makes the first.
they had the whole thing with Spark. And I should have taken advantage of it after the fact. Now that I'm thinking about it after the fact, probably could have taken advantage of it.
Number 44 inbounds the ball.
Is that they had that whole thing where you have to buy like the tickets in advance, where it's like on Saturday. It was like by like Saturday 6 p.m. you had to buy the tickets in advance, and it was just kind of funny because it was like, okay, no personal items, nothing's getting personalized. You know, they're just signing it, and there you go, and you got to buy the $50 ticket. Well, they didn't check tickets like at all. I had my ones for Starlight Kid and Azumi, and they didn't check that shit. So I have a feeling that if I really wanted to meet Mina or like Konami or Tam, I probably could have just kind of waltzed into their line. And this, hi, how you doing? Totally bought a ticket.
Releases. Misses the three-pointer. He'll make that one most of the time.
Well, the D got a break on that one.
8-second differential between the shot clock and the
Yeah,
game
I don't know if anyone had mentioned though, but that Spark show, like, it's one thing I've been kind of used to sometimes with like some of the older buildings I've been to that do like indie shows. But holy shit, the fucking Monster Factory, I don't know if they have fans or like kick the air on or anything, but like it was just baking in there. Like within after like 3 matches, I'm sitting here counting the matches. I'm sitting here counting the matches until we're done and I can get up and air myself out. Cause like I went from it's hot to I'm sweating to I'm really profusely sweating to just I am sweat.
I can't think of too much good to say about this game so far. Maybe you can do play-by-play and
It was ridiculous. It was so fucking hot in there. And it's just like, God damn it.
Now we'll bring you our player of the half. Who's your pick, Bill?
Column would not be denied. He was going to do.
I had, it was like, God damn, I had Azumi and Starlight Kid to see, and here I am. Just being an absolute sweaty disaster. Dehydrated, sweaty disaster.
Tremendous effort from our player of the half.
Easily 10 degrees cooler in the hallway. Yeah, it was so much better once they finally, like, towards the back of the tables where, like, Starlight Kid and Konami and Tam were. Once they finally kicked open that door and had the back door open, it got a lot better because a nice breeze was coming in. But Jesus Christ, was it bad. We got to the main event, and I'm like, thank fucking God. Because I'm sitting here in my head just counting matches. I'm like, fuck. All right, this is world title match. Starlight Kid still got an appearance to do, and then we've got the damn Saki match. Like, it was... never been to an indie show. Yeah, it is fun. And yeah, it was way more energetic at the Stardom show than I thought it would be. I gotta say, I don't know how it seemed like it came across pretty okay on the broadcast, but that place was fucking loud. It was way louder for that than it was for the TJPW show, but I also blame the fact that the TJPW show was at like 11 a.m. So I'm sure there were people who definitely like got their shit in for because I'm pretty sure I even had caffeine, but it was still one of those things that's like, God damn, I'm tired. Like a lot of people had to wake up to line up for these shows and be there, and it was probably just like me. We're just tired and just trying to wake up and get into it.
Number 11 hands it off. Backs down.
Since it's indie shows, what was the smell like? All the indies here in Georgia.
Bounces it
I was gonna say, I don't know if there's a lot of Georgia
Number
indies.
11. Passes it down low.
Oh yeah, you also mentioned Georgia,
Tipped away,
which
but it's
is funny
recovered by
because
the
that's
yellow.
where. So were they. By the way, Mario, never heard of it. Never heard of it. Okay.
Number 44 catches it on the free
Yeah, I
throw
do
line.
find I do find a
Layup
little bit
by
of
Smith.
solace in when they do like
Up and
Revolver.
out.
They have like fans and stuff going on,
that.
and
Pass,
it's just not
low
everyone
block.
baking.
Diallo fires. Can't hit from the low block.
I can at least
Launches it up
enjoy
court.
that.
Turned
Shit!
away.
Oh, there you
Get
go.
it out of
Nice.
there, big fella. You
I
have
just
to
realized we're
protect
still
the lane,
technically
and that
losing.
time
Jesus
they tried
Christ.
to sneak one through on him.
The big guy has spoken.
God damn! How do you miss that? How do you miss that shit? You're pretty much open.
Goes up. The shot was knocked down by Higgins.
Well, Sydney in the Nightmare
He's 3 for
Factory
5
does
for the
student
game.
showcase shows. Oh yeah, the Nightmare Factory.
Number 12 inbounds the ball.
I had to think about it. I was like, wait, but that's in Jersey. It's like, no, that's Monster Factory. But yeah.
Number 12 backs in Diallo. That last shot,
Hey.
number 3.
Terrific shot. He just got a little space and hit.
I mean, we didn't have much for the longest time in Iowa. We got super lucky that Revolver ended up coming here and splitting their time between us and Dayton for the longest time. Hopefully enough people have still shown up that we'll still get some shows. Because I think they're probably going to get down to about 4 shows a year in Iowa, maybe.
Number 11 pulls the
And now they're splitting between, you know, us,
inside.
Ohio, and Texas.
Nicely down low on
But
that last
before
shot.
that, it's been, and even then, some of the little indies around here is like,
Diallo
you know, it's
with the
whatever.
shot. Column gets the board inside.
Might have rushed that one just a little bit. There was plenty of time on the
Okay,
shot
that's
clock,
cool.
but he got a little
That's in the Nightmare
overanxious.
Factory. Isn't Black and Brave in Iowa? Yeah, it's like 2.5 hours away. It's practically Illinois.
Down that offensive board like that,
It's
no problem.
closer to Illinois than it is the capital of
Last
Iowa.
shot by number 44. The
Andy,
away
how's it
team is really
going?
struggling.
Thanks for the
Bounce back.
subscription. We're almost at 2 years.
But it's tracked
And then
down
you're really
by the
going to give
away
me
team.
shit. And it's just like,
Backs
man,
him
I've given you
down.
money for 2 years now.
Diallo for 3.
Oh, that was terrible.
Snatched by number 44, and that's his
Yeah, Black and
fourth
Brave
rebound
might as
thus
well be in
far.
Illinois
Smith. Oh,
compared to
big fella
Central
with that
Iowa. It's
tough
actually a
rebound.
closer drive to go to
No negative
Omaha
on that one.
and
Beautiful
go
work
to,
fight through that foul and get to the
I think
line
it's
for
Pro
the
Wrestling
sweet
Magnum.
Opportunity.
Substitution on the court.
or Magnum Wrestling. Zicky Dice and a wrestler you know on Twitch named Perfection. Yeah, I know they've named. I know they also didn't they also do Manders. I think they also trained one called Manders.
Number 12.
I think he's one of their other notable
They're set up
guys.
in man-to-man.
Number 10 dumps it off. Risky pass. Laid in by number 12. He's shooting 60% for the game.
Yeah, we got there early for the TJPW show, and it was interesting with the collective, the GCW thing, that they had like the stickers for all the names
Gets
of
it.
people who bought the tickets on the chairs. I figured it was going to be like most indie shows where you purchase like third or second row and then it's kind of first come first serve.
But they're still out in front.
But no,
by
they
7.
had like assigned seats basically.
Number 10. backs
I mean,
down.
Monster
Gets it out
Factory
to
had
the
that
left
too,
wing.
but it had never a
Diallo,
last name
no
on it.
good from 3-point land.
Column fought for that rebound. That's some
But yeah,
toughness for you.
like Revolver's like that, where it's you got to be there kind of
Number
early.
55.
If you want like a good spot up by like the ramp or something like that, I mean, you'll still get like a. If you bought like second or third row, you can still get it, but then you won't get something nearby where people would be.
Steal of the contest. That last dunk was slammed down by Smith.
Coach Tubbs saw something out there he didn't like, and he called for
All right,
timeout.
I'm starting to lose it here.
Working together out there.
It's all right. I think we can come back. I'm not going to worry about it too much.
Diallo inbounds the ball.
I ended up paying
Section
twice
having some
for
fun
a
now.
You know exactly
for a
where you
sake
are when you
picture.
hear that sound.
because
Big
I
fans are
paid
crying.
for the sake
No good.
picture.
Layup by number 10.
I
Picks it up.
paid for the
Their
sake
rebound has been
picture
terrific, Vernon. That's the main reason they're leading in this game.
at the Stardom show before they really started kicking people out, which was kind of funny that they were kicking people out because I think the next show was like the memorial show, but it was at like 7, and I'm like looking down and it's like 4:30, almost 5, and it's like, bro, the doors don't open for like another hour, and they're like shoving people out. But yeah, I looked at it and I was like, man, I kind of look like crap. So I was like, all right, she's gonna be here at the GCW TJPW show. I'll pay for another picture where I don't look like absolute ass, or at least there's an acceptable level of shit that I look like. I think that's how I mentioned it. It was like, listen, I looked like shit, but it was like really bad shit. There's an acceptable level of shit that I know that I'm at. That I know that I'm at when I see myself. There's a baseline.
The away team calls timeout.
We just did this, right? Yeah. We'll wait.
Both teams are going to make some substitutions. Number 11. Inbound.
I almost feel bad for the
Left round, 8
GCW
minutes
women
left
that
in the
weren't
second half.
Rina Yamashita,
Left
because
block. Diallo takes it up. Puts the
you know,
hammer down.
as I knew from hearing about from the Spark shows and all that, you wore the same type of clothes. I don't know if that's shit or not.
Bounces it to the elbow.
Yeah, but like when I went to the Stardom show, I had like a black sweater on black jeans, so it was like, all right, it looked really bad,
Brings it up court.
so I
Number
didn't
10.
like it.
Diallo gets it. Out left.
Ah,
I like how he gets himself
when are we
into
doing Sharif
defensive
and Friends?
position.
Probably the next time I stream.
Fasten your seatbelts. Here's the State Farm drive of the game.
God
This
damn it.
game plan is simple. Just get him the ball. He's your main guy.
Lethal. He is so hard to defend.
Yeah, I do have just a basic style that I tend to have. I own like the same black shirt like 3 or 4 times over. But at least it's not like big like I kind of have gotten away from a lot of the graphic tees and all that.
Shots will come if you don't rush them.
Just over
Mostly
7
because a lot of the
minutes left in the
t-shirts
second
that they sell like that, they don't sell in tall sizes, so
half. Rises and
whoops.
dishes.
It also helped that they were all like dry fit shirts too,
Left wing.
because once again dealing with very
Diallo dishes it to the
sweaty,
right side.
hot
About
conditions
14 feet out. Nailed by
made
number
it helpful.
11.
Ah, shit!
They're now down
Get
by
down
12.
there! Oh, I was
Right
nervous
wing.
meeting Azumi. You
Number
fucking
44.
tower over her. I was nervous the entire time.
Gets it to go.
All of them. There were you don't see it, but like it was one of those things where it was like, I don't know. It was weird because I feel like I was less nervous when I was at like the TJPW shows, like in Japan a few years ago.
High post. Feet.
Maybe it's because I was also like
Puts it up.
we didn't eat at all either. That might have also been it. It might not have been so much nerves as much as it was me realizing we hadn't eaten all day.
They're now
And it was
out by 7.
like the TJPW show. It was like 3 p.m. and it's like I haven't eaten anything yet today,
Catches it.
and I've
Left
barely
side.
drank anything
Number
today.
10. Kicks it
And I'm
out
just
to the wing.
dehydrated and
Last
hungry,
range cashed in
but I'm
by
on my
Mitchell.
mission
Wasted no
to
time
go from
right there.
table to
The
table.
opportunity was there and they seized it.
Come on. Come on. And I think it was a little more nerve-wracking because this is the time when I actually like got pictures. I didn't do the
They still have a 14-point lead.
I didn't do
Martin.
I didn't do 2 shots when I was in Japan, so it was mostly just buying portraits and then fucking off.
Dumps it down low. Takes it up. That basket came
Shimmer
off the
or
feet
Ice
by
Ribbon.
Mitchell.
I'm guessing you probably mean somebody else because Shimmer is based or was based in America. They were based out of what was it, Hoffman Estates, Illinois? It was like a suburb of Chicago. Ice Ribbon I don't think has. I think if anyone of that size below TJPW or Stardom do a show, it's going to be like some joint show, like what West Coast Pro does, where it's like they don't have enough people to do like a straight up Marvelous show, but they'll let's do shot selection.
Both teams
To do straight up Marvelous show, but they'll do joint shows with another promotion. Iboki Hoshi tweet. Oh,
Number
I want to know
44
how you saw it.
inbounds the ball.
Oh, because I just happened to see it. I ended up just seeing it, and then the friend, because I was looking through the quotes, and I was like, I was just interested in seeing like, what's the
Number 12.
This fella can turn him back with the best.
what's the reaction to it? Because I can only imagine the reaction to like, hey, you're champion of your small indie, your 20-year-old champion is going to be taking a leave of absence
Right wing.
for the next year to go have a child.
But they're still behind by 14.
And I was seeing the reaction, and I think I just randomly hit a quote tweet, and I saw your buddy's tweet, and then once I just recognized your name and picture. I was just like, holy shit, is that fucking Ramen sitting here? I forgot. It was, something about Ibuki Hoshi being submissive and breedable.
Before they even knew what hit them, he made off with
It's
that
like,
one.
Yep, that's definitely him. I barely even needed to know that like see your name in your picture to know it was you. So I just stumbled across it, seeing how people reacted. The GIF said that. Okay, still. I didn't specifically say it. I simply posted a picture that said that. You watch WoW? I do not. I've heard about it in passing. That's about it.
Out left. Passes back. Right wing.
I've seen a couple matches, and honestly, I don't think I care that much. It looks like a slightly more serious Wrestlicious. Like, because I've seen a lot of, like, the gimmick nonsense that they have here, and they look like they have pretty decently, like, pretty short matches and stuff. And nothing that I feel like I could really care about. I'm going to lose this because I'm too busy talking about my trip.
The away team is shooting itself in the foot with all the turnovers. Tracy has something.
I'm glad we went to enough things besides shows that I could tell my mom about. Because I know she didn't want to hear nothing about the main reason we were there for the trip was just to go to all these shows. I can only imagine how many tickets Ice Ribbon's going to sell for any of their big shows.
Number 41 beats it.
Wow, has to fit a show into an hour. I mean, old NXT used to do that too, but I've always figured they did at least a little bit better job, even if they only did like 3 or 4 matches a show.
The D has no answer for this.
And yeah, they had their gimmicks too, but I don't know.
Diallo hands it off. Number 11 behind the arc.
I'm just not the biggest fan of it. Then again, even for Joshi stuff, I'm not even the biggest fan of stuff like Skabon either. Feels too dumb. Oh my God, we're just losing everything.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do, and when he got the chance, he pounced for the steal.
Number 41 crosses it over, takes it up.
All right, this is what I gotta. This is we're gonna take a loss to knock the rust off. That's what's gonna happen here.
Unloads.
Oh God, we're just missing everything.
Well, the D got lucky there, Vern. You can't
I always talk about how I'm baked about how they're gonna be a cancel screenshotter of me one day, probably. Never expected it to be you. Listen, when you sit here and call me a simp live on Twitter, I'm gonna defend myself.
Gets it. Left wing.
And I managed to do it while also driving the Jersey Turnpike at 70 miles an hour in a Charger. And I managed to still do that shit.
And then finish.
Nikita Lyons, Kiera Hogan, the
and
women
it
started
scooped up
before
by
they went to
number 12.
okay.
The visitors were the last ones to touch it and turn it over.
You have to find a way to reel
You
that
mostly
in.
maintained your lane too.
Like that will drive a Coach batty.
I know. We need one of those. We needed one of those new like Subarus that have all the lane assist.
Stolen away by the away
Not
team.
at all
Such
terrifying.
great instincts. You knew exactly where the ball was going.
Listen, I only did it when there wasn't a ton of traffic around us. It's fine. We were fine. We survived, didn't we?
Reynolds lets it go. Cans the open look.
They should hold on to the lead, Vern.
They made room.
Smart, they can walk away with the win.
Catches it outright. Number 12 dishes to the left side. Left wing. Diallo dumps it off. Goes up. Snatched off the defensive
God damn
glass
it.
by number 41.
Credit to
Can't
D
keep
there.
nothing
They
around.
reacted quickly enough to throw 'em off.
We're gonna allow them to be their first win of the season. God damn it.
Knocks down
I mean,
the first
4-2 is still not a bad record, so I'm not super upset about it.
He gets them both. Diallo inbounds the ball.
I think this game is out of reach, Vern.
Yeah, I'm mostly just gonna hold on to it at this point.
Number 11 from deep.
Hey,
Something must have been
cut it to 20.
These guys are hitting all kinds of shots from the perimeter.
Takes a 3.
Wow, you suck. I hate you so much.
Down big.
Great job to hang on to the lead.
God damn it.
Doing all out.
Oh, there you go. It'd be more impressive if it didn't cut the lead to 21.
That's all for this one. The visitors, 93-72.
I was trying to think if there was any other like noteworthy interactions. I did occasionally use what little broken Japanese I know.
Now let's go back to Greg Gumbel with today's
And then
version of the
a lot
Pontiac
if I had to say something a little more complicated, I use Deep L. It was kind of funny because Raku actually tries to do a fair bit of interacting, and she uses Google Translate, like the speech to text. It would probably behoove her to use Deep L now that there's speech to text on there. I was also referred Holodead shows up. Okay, interesting.
Okay, thanks, Greg.
Okay, yeah, I don't care about no performance of the game. We lost, and we lost bad. We'll just knock the dirt off of us and get going to Connecticut and hopefully get a good win here. God, where the hell was I with this shit? This one is pretty much... We pretty much got them in the bag. So I don't think I'm going to worry too much about maybe another home visit. Can't do anything there. Nothing really there. I think I'm going to move him down. Yeah, because there's a good chance we're not going to get that happening. Let's see. Why is it not sort the column, please? So I have an idea of what's going on. All right, so we're kind of close here, kind of close here. We're going to spend some of the money. We're going to spend some of our time and effort doing recruit visits there. Getting that taken care of. Talk to them as well. So we'll knock all of that out. D's never good. Is that harming us? No, okay, it's still helping a little bit. All right, have I pretty much done all I can do? Yeah. That's fine. How did you like Mania? I haven't really I haven't really watched much of Mania. I know about some of the main highlights. That's about it. It sounded like it was a pretty good show. It sounded like there were a lot of duds though as well. I know people didn't like the Usos match, but I think the AJ Styles LA Knight match didn't seem like it got a lot of love either. But everyone it sounded like it was still fun. And I saw the overbooked nonsense that was the last 10 minutes of night 2.
College hoops on 2K Sports.
Ooh.
The away team battle
Still
the home
loud.
team. This should be a whale of a game.
Last 2 matches. Wow, yeah, Santana Garrett and Tessa Blanchard.
I'm Vern Lundquist here with Bill Raftery and Tracy Wilson. Give us your take, Bill.
Yeah, I remember Santana Garrett when she was in Stardom. That's like when I first got into Stardom. I think it was her and Chelsea Green were there. It's how I kind of first found out about Chelsea Green. And that was, what, 8 years ago now?
And I'm sure it won't be long before we see him send it in with reckless abandon. Both looking to lead their teams to a win. We'll see who succeeds.
And there's a lot of talking. I'm just going to go. There we go. Nigel Scantleberry. Where are they getting their recruits?
The home team control the opening tip. We'll get this one started.
Woo! Good start. All right. Let's try to make something of it.
Our sideline reporter Tracy Wilson for an update. What do you have for us, Tracy?
Just before the game, I talked
But yeah,
to
some of them seemed at least relatively
The
excited.
speed of the team on the other end of the court is a
When I
huge
had mentioned,
concern.
oh yeah,
So
I
he
met,
had no
you know,
excuses
with a
tonight.
good
He
chunk
has
of them, I had
such
met them
great
back in
team
like
speed.
2019 when I was in
Offensive end
Japan,
on
and
defense on every
we'd mentioned
trip
that.
will be shooting layups on us all game.
Thanks, Tracy.
Okay.
He misses the first. Good on number 2. Diallo inbounds the ball.
You know what? You know what's almost kind of sad though is with the whole like AEW Stardom thing now. I feel like that pretty much kills any of the ideas of TJPW girls beyond like Yuka going to AEW at this point. I feel like that kind of kills that. Still possible, but I don't know if they're going to do anything with it.
Foul shot is good for a 3-point play.
I feel like they'd be more interested in using Stardom girls when they can bring them in.
Amos. Good look by Zero. And they're now down by 2. Poke
Oh,
free,
damn it.
but
Oh.
it's recovered by Diallo. Number
Damn,
12.
damn,
Up court.
damn!
By the away team. Last shot
All right,
blocked
all
in.
right. I see what's going on here.
Too easy. The D's got to get on him before he gets to the rim.
Takes it up. And it's
There you go. This is gonna be a hard hitting, high flying match. This is gonna be one of those busy, high tempo games. Indie wrestlers are actors playing actor, with the actor having zero wrestling
dishes it
experience.
to the left side.
I haven't heard about the idea of actors doing that. Well, I mean, I guess they kind of sort of did it with actress
Inbounds the
girls.
ball.
Like a good chunk of actress girls' entire roster in Japan is just girls who just happen to train in wrestling because it's something that at least gets them some money. And I'm sure they'd probably make more money if they started selling proper portraits.
Inside. Last shot laid in by number 21.
Look at that
Doing like
pass.
what TJPW
Let it
does, where it's
speed
just like, hey,
Just over
like
12 minutes left
1,000
in the half.
yen, do a mail order.
Number 12.
Might be
Diallo
more
puts
work
up
than
the tray.
AWG can do.
They're up by 3.
But I bet you'd probably get him a fair bit of money. Oh, yeah. Since I assume Okada's here, Sir Ramon's here. Yeah, I noticed that maybe I'm really slacking on being able to do Joshi content because I saw a dude on Twitch
It's a tie ball game.
who does like he does I guess a day of the week where he literally just reacts to Joshi's,
From inside.
and he was just watching an actress girl show and reacting to it, and I was like, it was one of those things where I was like, I don't, for the sake of copyright, I didn't really think I could probably do that, and it might just be the fact that they don't care enough.
And he makes the first.
Just as long as
Both
people are
teams
watching
will
it.
make some substitutions. He gets the second to fall as well. Number 51 inbounds the ball.
But yeah, it was like, maybe that I should do that. Maybe I should stream more, and part of one of my streams is just going to be every day, like one day a week. I'm just going to watch Joshi's. We're just going to watch like the newest AWG show, or I can subscribe to like the Ice Ribbon thing. We can watch a month-old Ice Ribbon show
Number 12
or a month-old
catches it
Diana
baseline.
show.
Passes left block. Get that out of here. The
Nope.
home team will get this one back. What a pass.
What a pass.
Number 10. With the floater.
There we go.
Finishes in
So
close.
basically stream Fridays or
There you go.
Saturdays.
6
Yeah, but without all the soundboarding. Something that's slightly more respectful. Rude. Yeah, I'll have to do a respectful stream before the absolute degeneracy.
Amos skips it to the elbow.
It was a fair amount of people too. It was like 100 different people that were in this, and it's like, Jesus Christ, is that the kind of like audience I could pull down for people just watching AWG?
Number 12 takes it up, fouled hard, and he'll take a trip to the line.
Unsubscribe.
Knocks down the first one. He gets them both. Number 51 inbounds the ball.
You'll watch Joshi's without us. Is Reborn still updating 2K8? I believe they are. They came out with something not too long ago. I'd have to see where they're at. I think they might be at 3.0. I don't know. I don't know the length of time between like their Patreon stuff and when it's like publicly available stuff. I'd have to find that out. When you adding channel rewards emotes, I don't know because I'm lazy. I'm not gonna beat around the bush or pretend like I'm totally gonna get on it. I'm very lazy. And also don't have a massive audience. Like, I'm sure, well, I guess there's probably people with the same level of audience that, has that whole stuff, and I probably could do it. Version 4 should be solid when we get there, yeah. I think this is still version 2. I want to feel like I feel like this is version 2 or 3. I want to think I'm on version 3 right now. Because I kept thinking maybe I don't remember if I downloaded it. I'm like pretty positive I downloaded it. This could still be 1, but I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure I did an update.
Gets the three-pointer to go. They increase their lead to 4. Dishes it to the right.
It would be nice if you could update the arenas to be a little more like modern, like just mostly in the fact of like UMKC in real life, because in this their building is like 8,000, but like nowadays the building that they're in is basically a glorified high school gym. Like they just have, it's just a high school gym with LED boards. Holds like 1,500 people. Dude stream NCAA 10, yeah. I've been looking at games to like mod. I feel like if I'm going to do more modding for any sort of game, I've done that my NHL stuff, which I could still do like some sort of series with. I've always said it was like something non maybe something non-streamed, just because hockey games didn't seem to be something that, I mean, a lot of this stuff I feel like people don't pay that much attention to, but it'd be interesting to have something that's actually short form content. Maybe not be super lazy. Hey, Joshi style promotion where it's based in Japan, but all foreign women. Oh, so like an American indie, but based in Japan. I don't know, because I feel like that would be extra expensive. You're always gonna play NHL 19. Yeah, that's now that I have that and I have that on my PS4 and everything, I kind of want to get. I feel like the third-party controller I have has a little bit better battery life than my normal PS4 controllers have. But yeah, nowadays, you know, I always have to do the extra click past the fact that they shut the servers down. But at least they won't dick with the at least they won't dick with the game anymore, and I can just kind of play NHL 19 in peace if I want. I guess I would prefer if I was able to get maybe the Xbox version, just because the Xbox controllers tend to last a little bit longer battery life wise. I don't want to have to give up the points here. Okay, I'm going to end up kind of... there we go. I had a pop-up. I had a Windows update pop-up. I knew I was probably going to give up those points doing that.
Under 7 minutes left in the
Yeah,
half.
I do have, what is it, NCAA 06 next? I feel like if I do play an NCAA, because I saw some of the modding and stuff you can do for 14, and it doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look like it's that big of a pain in the ass. Like, it's just something I got to get used to.
Wants to make sure that everyone is working together.
But, yeah, I don't know. Like, NCAA 06, I could probably get more into. Also NCAA 11, which I think is just basic. I think once they hit like 06, they probably didn't add a whole lot of stuff.
Number 51 inbounds the ball.
I might play Maximum Football if it ever comes out. It's kind of interesting, the discourse with Maximum Football at this point, because it really is just a lot of people who lost a lot of that hype, and rightfully so.
Puts it up. The offensive board gathered by number 51.
That offensive rebound didn't come to him by accident. He knew right where to be.
Right around 6
NCAA
minutes
thing, make
left in the
dynasty
half.
building harder. Well, that'd be good, because yeah, I didn't realize just how
Him down.
I don't know what the
Skips
word
it to the
is,
left
but
wing.
I didn't realize just how cheesy you could make it.
1 for 2 from beyond the arc.
Because I've seen a bunch of dynasties that you can.
Number 21.
I've seen a bunch of NCAA 14 dynasties that people do videos of,
Right wing.
and they have to impose like all these wacky rules just to try to make it a little bit harder. And then even then, they still end up building like a championship team in like 8 years. So it'd be nice if they make that a little bit more difficult.
Getting set to inbound the ball.
The away team head coach may have to deal with some chemistry issues after those substitutions, because that gives him a pretty
Yeah, I do feel like my
inexperienced lineup out
PS4
there.
is getting a little old.
Number 11.
I kind of want an Xbox One S, because you can get them for about $100 at this point.
Hammer down.
And I think you can still use like the Series S controllers with them. Pretty sure they're backwards compatible.
Number 34 inbounds
You know,
the
the
ball.
people talk about it when baked and how he gets women despite looking and living like dirt because of money. And someone mentioned I should stream TEW. Oh boy.
Down low. The home team with a chance for a double-digit lead.
I feel like you just came back. I don't know if you heard about my idea.
From deep. The best
Based on somebody I saw on Twitch.
He's shooting 100% from deep.
Probably my friend already does that. All he got is me making fun of him for his Joshi waifu leaving him.
To the elbow. Backs down.
Yeah, I did see some of the TJPW girls. They weren't impressed, I guess. It would be a good way of putting it. But they did notice all the pins, because I have a lot of the little randomizer pins that you could have bought from them. Like when they did the cat portraits, I got like 3 different girls on my messenger bag, and then I got 4 different ones on from the Valentine's Day pins. Or is it 5? I think it's 5. I actually got it's 4. I bought 5. I got 4 different girls, and it wasn't kind of crap like the cat one was. So they noticed that. I also pointed that out to Yuki Aino, that I even had the old Bakuretsu Sisters pins on my the tin buttons on my bag. So she liked that.
Far side. Amos misses the three-pointer. Right around 4 minutes left in the half.
Wasn't impressed by
That's
what the
what a
photo
coach
books.
wants from
No,
a
the
defender.
my bag, because I have a messenger bag, like a laptop bag almost. Well, you probably can see what a messenger bag looks like, but I have a messenger bag that I put my photo books and all that stuff in, just so I have a good, easy place to carry everything. And it's got a lot of buttons and pins and stuff from stuff that I've collected. So it's, got a couple of the like Tokyo 2020 pins that I bought, some hockey ones. I added some hockey ones on Sunday. And then it's got like buttons and stuff that like the tin safety button type things that you would wear. Like it's got like the little, you kind of know what I mean. But yeah, I got some of those that I ordered from TJPW, and it's all like gacha style. so you don't really know what you get until you open it.
Get that rebound by accident. He knew right where to be.
These big
they're still up
supercards. If you're
by
going to watch
12.
male wrestling, what company do you watch? Funny enough, DDT. I do watch DDT. Which is kind of funny because I do pay attention to AEW, but it's interesting to note that most of the time that AEW's that they have AEW people on like the DDT shows. It's very
Gets the slam. He'll have a chance for a three-point
like
play.
Takeshita's one thing because like he came up in there, but then like they had the one with they had the big show with like Jericho, and it was like he tried. I think he's just getting older. Finger put. Yeah, I saw that footage. It's just like, man, if that's the footage that you have and you know that that's the footage that you have, like, just bury it. Just don't even do that shit. Just don't even acknowledge it. Move on. You can do so much better. Just focus on putting a goddamn entertaining show on. But nope. There we go. 7 dunks. Yeah, I saw the thing, and it's just like, man, if that's all the footage was, no. You should have just not done it. Just don't even do it. Just don't give a shit. Focus on, you got all these brand new, like, high free agent signings. Just focus on that. And hopefully some of the people who decided this was a good idea have enough sense to pivot now and not ever do that again.
He's got 13.
Oh, you know what was also interesting with my messenger bag too? Like I said, it has all the pins and everything, so I've got like the buttons from like the TJPW portrait girls, stuff like that. It's hard to describe exactly what it is unless you've seen it like on their shop. But yeah, I just have a bag that's just filled with TJPW like tin buttons. And Starlight Kid did see it in Spark and then also mentioned, oh, TJPW. So it was, I mean, obviously it would seem silly to think that they wouldn't mention it. But it was kind of neat that like she kind of acknowledged, oh yeah, that's where they're from.
Tosses it up. The three drained by number 11.
The away team head coach saw something out there he didn't like, and he called for time.
It probably also makes sense considering at least 3 of their like stars came from there too. Free agents seem cool and all the people who sign, yeah. Yeah, this was one of those things that it was entirely avoidable by just not doing anything. And then they did something and just shot themselves in the foot. Which was the craziest thing about this, because I was expecting a lot more, because I remember seeing the discourse after that Ariel Helwani interview where they're like, man, CM Punk kind of looks like shit, because he even mentioned like the fact that Colt Cabana wanted to bury the hatchet and he decided not to, and then got pissed at Kenny and the Bucks for not burying the hatchet. And it's like, man, all you had to do was nothing at that point, because there are a lot of people kind of shitting on Punk after that Helwani interview. Oh, shit. I didn't realize we were done. That's halftime.
What do you think of the first half, Bill?
I can't think of too much good to say about this game so far.
Oh yeah, I didn't even mention when I was looking at games to I've been looking still more at arena football stuff. I did find out through stuff like Madden 08 for the PS2 and GameCube that the database editor that someone made for the game does work for console versions of the game. There's a lot of finagling that has to go on, but you can do it. And I found out you can also assign you can assign like not just like different colors and team colors and all that. I figured out kind of how to change that, but you can also change by default where their home arena is, like their home stadium. And because it exists, they have like 4 different practice fields in the game. And you can actually change it because you can't do it in game, like just run games at the practice field for the home field. But you can change it in the editor by picking the number that the practice field happens to be assigned to. And it's just interesting to kind of see that, because then you can do like some sort of tournament thing there. I was looking at that, and it's a shame that like other sports games don't do this. The idea of like having a pseudo tournament with a certain number of teams, and you can do like a round robin tournament, and then eventually have a playoffs based off of that. It's very complicated to kind of just mention, but yeah, the tournament thing that the PS2 Maddens have is kind of nice as well. 2K Sports to remake or new college hoops. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people in like the college hoops subreddit and the 2K8 like Discord stuff, where people are kind of hoping. And the one downside is there were people talking about it. They're like, unfortunately, they might not ever make this, because it was sort of mentioned that like NCAA basketball made like 1/10 of the sales of NCAA football. So someone might eventually do it, but yeah, it's just not one of those like financially viable things, because like I said, they had 1/10 of the sales for NCAA basketball than there was for NCAA football that same year, like on that last year that they had it. So they might eventually do it, like a one-off maybe, but yeah, it's harder to think about that. Not to mention EA and 2K of 2024 are not EA and 2K of like 2005, 2007, even like 2010. It's kind of like when I was like arguing about Blizzard with one of my friends, and like this is when like Diablo 4 was getting ready to come out. He's like, yeah, but they made Diablo 3 and that was really good, so Diablo 4 is going to be really good. And it's like, maybe, but like it's not the same Blizzard that was made. They're going to screw it up somehow. And it's the same thing with like 2K and EA. It's like it's not the same people now. 8 dunks. Probably not buy 2K. Yeah, I think I bought 2K22, but I haven't bought 23 or 24. For the longest time, up until like 2K17, I bought it every year from like 2K10 to 2K17, many times on release day. And then 2K18 came around, and I think I bought it around that time. But then after that, I really didn't buy it unless it was on like a deep sale. Like the rare times when they put it on Steam for like $8. But even that hasn't enticed me on 2K23 or 2K24. I think it's just because I've been playing enough 2K14 at this point that it's like, well, if I want my basketball fix, I've got several other games. Yeah, I have 2K22. I did buy that, but yeah, I don't remember if I bought. I don't think I bought 19, 20, or 21. Then I bought 22, and I don't think I've bought 23 or 24. Queen and King of the Ring and Saudi SmackDown. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Dumps it off. Number 12.
Ah, my God.
He just exploded off the floor to time that block.
Wonderful anticipation by the defender.
Leads him in. It's deflected.
Hey, let's go.
The home team.
Actually, we'll just try to.
Entry pass, Fern. You just can't force it in there.
Misfired on that last
Damn it.
screen by Martin. Stolen away by the home team.
Oh, the quick hands.
Let's force your way in.
He knew what hit them. He made off with that one.
Nice. All right.
Good for the three-point play.
I think we'll get to like at least 8 minutes, and if I'm still up 20, we'll just call it good. I think. Let's play defense just so they don't end up doing anything silly like come back. The NBA players used to do a playoff sim on 2K22.
Number 50.
I'll probably do it on 2K14. I also finally got a copy. Well, I got a download of NBA Live 2005 because I found out that they do still do some work on NBA Live 2005 for the PC. And it took a lot of finagling even last night, and I kind of got that to work. And apparently there's a fair bit of like, once you kind of figure that all out, there's some stuff you can do there too. Lee Corso's on NCAA PS3 version. I know he's on NCAA 11, but PS2 version, yeah. I think he's on all the PS2 versions. Because I'm pretty sure he's even on like 06 and all that.
Martin gets the rebound.
Looking at that cheesesteak pick. Oh no.
The defense will have to show him some respect.
Was it from a real cheesesteak spot? Yeah, it was called Campos. It was right on. It's probably a bit of a. It's probably a bit of a touristy spot, but judging by any of the pictures of Joshi's taking cheesesteak pictures that were usually from Pat's or Gino's, I saw a lot of people that were from Philly that said that Pat's and Gino's were okay, but they were the touristy areas. So I was like, all right, I'll pick a different spot. Why does that cannoli have so much cream? I think they made it fresh themselves. It doesn't quite look like how they. It actually looks better than how they displayed it in the than how they have it displayed in the store. But yeah, it's like a fresh made cannoli. It's pretty nice. I liked it. It was a good place. And one of the people in our group happened to be a vegetarian, and they had a selection of like impossible meat cheesesteaks, which is what was necessary. Ah, I'm not gonna get into that wrong. It's interesting they had a cheesesteak place that did all these like vegan, vegetarian cheesesteaks too. Because they had like 6 or 7 different sandwiches. Oh, God, that was terrible. Blair shoved Hebner at WrestleCon. I hadn't heard about that. I don't know shit about basketball. He's just here to make fun of me and talk about Joshi's.
I think the D is going to give him that look at every opportunity.
Number 10 goes up, slides.
Yeah, it's going to be just as bad if WrestleMania's in Minneapolis. I keep getting very, very nervous that they haven't announced it. Like, they keep going, and it's just like Minneapolis or Vegas, and it's just like, fuck, Vegas is a place that they could definitely go because they would have Allegiant Stadium. I kind of want Minneapolis for obvious selfish reasons of not having to buy a plane ticket.
Amos tosses it up court. Takes it up.
You got ran off the court in Phoenix. Yeah, I kind of heard about that. Oh.
Number 11 for 3. Amos.
All right. We'll see if we can't put one more dagger in.
Number 34 grabs the rebound inside.
All right, fuck it. We're already there. We're up by 20. There you go. They kind of came back, but they still lost by 16, it looked like. Never mind, 22. So we kept it. All right. Field goals, 63.8%. 7 for 17 field goals. 41% from 3 is not bad. 25 assists, only 6 turnovers. We got out-rebounded, but that seemed to be about it. I'll take that. Did good. Yeah, Reborn gets to V3. Might try to get it. I thought it was there already. I thought there was like a pretty quick turnaround between V2 and V3. Maybe they haven't done it for... Oh, okay. Because they made it sound like they did V2 and then they were going to turn around and do V3 very quickly. Judging by the Discord, but it's all right. It's relatively good enough for me. Yeah, I'd have to look at the Discord to see. I might be completely mistaken about that. Oh God, I don't remember where I have to go to look at it. V2. Okay, I was probably thinking, yeah, V2 hotfix. So I have the V2 hotfix, but yeah, they said that V3 is closer than you think, and that was 3 months ago. So they made it sound like, okay, so yeah, they did V2 and then the hotfix. That's what I thought was V3, but it's just a hotfix. And they said V3 is closer than you think, which made it sound like it was just around the corner, and then it's been 3 months. But they're probably also not getting... Well, no, they are getting paid. I would say they're probably not getting paid, and it's like, wait a minute, they do have a Discord. They could be here now. Someone could be here now as I'm talking about it. who's on the team? Whose name is listed? I guess not here, but like on one of those monitors. Like I said, I'm pretty good with where we're at because the fact that they were even able to crack it the way that they have is already kind of amazing to me. Which is what I mostly wanted, was like up-to-date stuff.
Let's check in with our sideline
So,
reporter, Tracy Wolfson, who has some info for us.
Just before the game, I talked with Coach Tubbs. He told me that the speed of the team on the other end of the court is a huge concern. He said we have no excuses tonight. They have such great team speed that if we don't hustle back on defense on every trip,
2K8's Super Gem, yeah.
on us all game.
I'd seen the March Madness mod that they made for NCAA Basketball 10, but unfortunately it's NCAA Basketball 10. And it's just like, I'm just way too used to 2K8 at this point, and I feel much better about it. Even when I'm losing, I don't get as like upset as I was when it was in NCAA basketball.
Number 12.
Just because I earn my wins and I definitely earn my losses too. God damn, there you go, second chance.
Nicely down low on that last shot. He gets up close and personal and closes the deal.
Leaves no room for error and no room for anybody to do about it.
I think that was mostly it. Everything else was like... Everything else that we did was generally just basic Philadelphia touristy stuff. Going to some museums. Went up the road to a hockey game because the Flyers weren't in town, but the Devils were.
Martin gets it.
And then I had to I go to one Devils game, and it's just like, it's game time for the Devils, and it's just like, I live 1,500 miles away. I don't need the New Jersey Devils telling me about game day. I don't know the next time I'm going back to Newark.
Inbounds the ball. Under 12 minutes left in the half.
It wasn't an amazing city to begin.
Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line.
Philly, or at least the parts of Philly that we were in, were okay. Well, the parts around 2300 Arena, which really aren't that far away from Penn's Landing,
and he makes the first.
Are kind of crappy. It's more like an industrial area around there, so it's very iffy area. But closer to Penn's Landing is at least somewhat nice. And then as you get closer to the actual old Philly, where all the touristy stuff is at, they keep a lot of that nonsense out of there. You don't really see homeless people. Or people ready to stab each other. Although I did see a couple people who looked like they were going to get close with traffic. Interim coach. Oh, that's cool. That for that Sacramento, or Are you talking hockey? Oh, yeah, we're probably talking hockey.
The home team. They can make it even
Both
with the
Kings,
score.
both LA and Sacramento make the postseason.
Send it in. That's how you use size. The little fella didn't stand a chance.
I get to be in a nice spot now where I don't even have to doubt whether or not Colorado will make it. Because it's like, well, at least we're in a spot now where I know they're going to make it. And they're going to do extremely well.
And they lead by
Now,
2.
as opposed to how well they do in the playoffs remains to be seen.
About 10 and a half minutes left in the half. Bounce pass to the free throw line. Diallo dumps it off. Number 11.
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to pump fake, and then I missed because of it.
Most of the time.
Well, the D got a break on that one.
Catches it. Right wing.
Eagles fan?
Thomas beats it to the left corner.
I'm guessing Philadelphia? No.
Benjamin takes a 3.
I'm trying to think what other Eagles there are.
They're in front, 14-9.
Ah! Or the AHL team? I always get very confused. Night, dog.
Number 12 has it. Baseline. Diallo
God, it's almost midnight now. Jesus.
backs down. Takes it up.
LIU be updated to the Sharks. Yeah, I was going to say, I know they updated the colors, and I think I don't remember if they updated the logo, but I know they updated the colors for the Sharks. I don't know how much they can do for the name or anything like
Catches
that.
it outside. Thomas dishes it to the top of the key. Benjamin, nice little crossover.
Come
To the
on.
elbow.
Come on.
Bounces it to the right. Benjamin throws it up. Good from three-point range. They take a 6-point lead.
Yeah, I want to say they didn't quite get around to...
Knocked
fuck.
loose. Hands it off.
Yeah, I want to say they didn't quite get around to
Passes
updating,
back
like,
to the right.
the...
Nab on the shot by Gibson.
The...
They're now out in front by 8.
anything other than, like, maybe the one
Myers
basic
is
logo
way up
and
court.
the...
Diallo backs in. Number 11. Launches
And the
one
colors.
beyond the arc.
I can't remember if they did anything else, though. I'm pretty sure they hadn't done the court yet.
Pass. Left wing.
Because I'm pretty sure this is like one of the old courts for Kansas City. They haven't really done much other than change the one logo in the middle.
Answers right back.
So, like, it looks kind of updated in the middle, but it doesn't look anything like what UMKC's actual thing is, what their actual court is. So,
Backs him down.
and I don't really expect them to, you know, keep up on such a low-tier team.
By Diallo. Mount St. Mary's takes its
Other
first
than,
timeout of the game.
Other than the basic logo.
Well, let's get back to the action.
The Mount St. Mary's coach.
God, we're still at... Have I done... How many games have I done? I've done 2, right? Yeah. Yeah, because we lost by 20 and then we won by 20. So I'm on 3. I'm losing track of time already. I'm losing all track of time. Just been sitting here kind of talking about my trip and my idea of just streaming Joshis for content.
Number 11.
We'll just watch like we'll watch a bunch of Diana Dojo shows now that they got their own streaming platform. That's what my stuff is gonna look like. It's just like, oh man, I got Netflix, I got Hulu, I got HBO Max. Or I guess it's just Max. I got Disney Plus, and it's like, yeah, I got Stardom World, I got Wrestle Universe, I got every Diana, I've got Ice Ribbon Live, I got AWG.
Number 51. Gets it down low, goes up, hits the layup after the pump fake freezes the D. By 9. The home team has had serious problems with their interior defense. And Tracy has a report from their bench.
Coach Tubbs just told the players on his bench we have to be more physical in the
I still forget that I'm named Coach Tubbs. I even forget what my first name is. I'd have to look.
All those easy baskets.
All right, Tracy. Out left. Beats it to the baseline. Benjamin. Dumps it to the paint. Benjamin uses the crossover. Number 51.
Okay.
Catches the rebound.
Number 51. Knocking
You
down
really
all
just don't
these
want us to
shots is
win.
going to help this team immensely, just in terms of confidence, Vern.
What the fuck? There you go.
Diallo has
He didn't cut to the
left side.
basket. He just stood there.
He's not a great scorer.
Piece of
He
shit.
played him well.
I forgot he's called. No, I didn't name my guy. I don't remember what I
Benjamin
named my guy.
hands it
Or
off.
Sully.
Skip pass, left wing. Snatched inside by Jefferson. Number 11 is tagged with the reach, and that's his first foul. Both teams are going to shake things up a little bit with some subs.
Yeah, Raku did the pillow thing with my stomach,
Number 20.
and I punched into deep L, just too much weight.
Reeves bounces it to the wing. Right side.
Hope to do something
Passes it
about
back to
that.
the wing. Number 20 shoots. Can't extend the lead to double digits.
Nothing quite like ending your night and
Number 12 backs
just
him
looking on
down.
PW, hoping that
His
your
whistle for
that
reaching
your
in.
face is not
That's
about to
his
show
first
up
foul.
there.
You're never going to get away bumping the
Deep
ball.
L.
in
Yeah,
and out.
I'm really glad that I used Deep L because I know a lot of people it's.
Mitchell
I feel like not enough people maybe know about it too much, and everyone tries to Google Translate, and it's like Deep L is a lot better, at least with Japanese, from what I've heard.
Takes it up. It drops.
And you can get your point across a lot better. And I seem to have gotten my point across a lot better when I showed them, when I actually had the text
That wasn't even his man, Vern.
that I was
That's just
using.
a terrific defensive play. I'd love to see that kind of help.
What would also help is that if I actually did my
Has it.
studies and all that, which I've already, as it hits midnight, I already missed out on today. But then again, I've heard Duolingo is not good for actually learning Japanese. Maybe learning some basics, but when you want to try to speak it, that's probably not the place to go.
They crash the offensive glass and get the basket by Jefferson. They're up 30-21. Number 10 backs down. Kicks it out to the outside. Martin
Yep.
can't connect from long range.
I'm not going to.
Leads him in. Reeves tosses it up. Can't extend the lead to double digits.
I think I can kind of
They're
read
still out in
that.
front
Konnichiwa. Okay, see, I noticed konnichiwa. See, I'm learning. I've learned enough katakana
Backs in.
to at least
Dishes out
know
left.
what konnichiwa
Mitchell.
looks like. Taira. Oh no. I see Taira
Gets it. Right side.
because I knew how to put my name in
Number 12.
katakana as well, or hiragana. I forget which one it is. I think it's hiragana. The Taira. I see that part. I don't know if I want to know the rest of this.
Knocks down the first one. Both teams
I've
will make some
learned.
substitutions.
Rotoka. Keys. Oh God. I can maybe sound out the words, but then yeah, I don't I'm already not a big fan because okay, I can see konnichiwa, but then I see my name in there. I can see my name
He's got two.
because I made sure to help them out with the pronunciation of my name as well by putting it below my name when I
Number 11
showed it to
inbounds
them.
the ball. Mitchell passes it up court. Dishes it to the left. The shot down low. It's missed by number 12.
He isn't known as an inside threat, and misses like that demonstrate why.
Good job.
All
by
right,
Jefferson.
I got to get my head out of
They
my
take a
ass here.
12-point lead. The home team are really struggling. Number 10 will bring it up.
All right, foul. Shooting foul. It's got to be a shooting foul.
Shooting 2. And he makes the first.
Yeah, just as long as we actually make our shots, though, that'd be nice.
He gets the second to fall as well.
Chad, he doesn't know. Oh my God, am I actually gonna sacrifice a couple points here just to do this? I hate you. I hate you. They're running 4v5.
Last basket on the mark by Tinsley.
That's what I assumed.
Commit up top and then scoop them.
I didn't know if it was going to be.
No good in the last layup.
I didn't know exactly what it was going to be.
Lead pass down low. Errant last shot by Barton. 2 minutes left in the first half.
It doesn't matter.
See, that would have been helpful if Now was actually there. If Now actually showed up to Philadelphia.
Shot dropped in by Diallo.
It would have been helpful to know.
Inbounds the ball.
I thought he was going to go backcourt.
Back inside. Takes it up. Banks it off the glass and in. They're now out in front by 12. Diallo catches it on the elbow. Number 12 backs down. Diallo beats it to the left side.
Oh God, that was terrible. I should have just driven forward for a layup. God, we suck.
Last shot good by Thomas.
No, I don't need to see this. What I do need to see is a timeout.
Coach Tubbs saw something out there he didn't like, and he called for a timeout. He wants to make sure that everyone is working together out there.
Getting set to inbound the ball. The Mountaineers
Work in some sort of flirting with like a World War II reference, something that Now would appreciate.
Diallo hands it off. Down low. Backs down. Goes up, and they call a foul. Shooting 2. Knocks down the first one. Gibson didn't set the ball.
There is a
Coming
desktop
back into the
version
ballgame.
of DeepL. There you go. I think I have that already. You are making me do more work than I'd like to do.
He's off on the second. Number 11 takes it up. He
Back
gets it.
in. Let's go.
The strike. Shooting.
I hear penalty situation. There you go. I should have put that into DeepL to send to Suzume or Arisu Endo, since they had, like, I think at the GCW TJPW show they had Now Kakuta merch. Well, they weren't selling Now Kakuta merch, but they had like
Number 51
a jacket
inbounds
that they
the
had
ball.
bought that's like her design and stuff like that.
One-on-one.
Hell, if I'd paid more attention and saw that, probably would have gotten a picture with them, because I had my towel. I believe I had my Now Kakuta towel with me. I brought it anyway, even though I knew she wasn't there. There was like one other dude who also had a Now Kakuta towel.
Are going to make some substitutions.
By the way, I took pictures of the events itself, but man, I was up on the stage, and I feel like if I had known that, I would have taken like just ringside seats, because I think we got like third row stage for TJPW. We could have gotten fourth row ringside. I feel like if I actually knew what the layout was going to be, I probably would have taken just fourth row ringside.
He'll go to the line for 2.
Honestly, being 6'4", could have taken like a standing room only ticket, and then probably would have been a hell of a lot closer, and it would have been even nicer, because a lot of those standing room only guys got up real close to got pretty much ringside just standing. I was like, shit, that might have been the way to go.
He gets the second to fall as well. Number 51 inbounds the ball.
I did manage to see myself at the, I know you didn't find me, but I did manage to see myself at the Stardom show broadcast. And I think I might be a little too far back or over for the other ones. For the TJPW ones, I'm not sure. I'd have to actually look at them.
They're still down 6. First half comes to an end with the score 41-31. How about the happenings in the first half, Bill?
I can't think of too much.
Oh yeah, I guess since you're here, you would probably have a better idea, Ramen. But I haven't checked kind of the couple of places that I would usually check, but they usually don't have the Spark show. Well, sometimes love the Spark shows. But is there a more consistent place, or would I have to go to
It doesn't seem like he's missing anything, inside or out.
one of the places where you'd have to sign up? I feel like...
Solid performance from our player of the half.
There we go.
We're all set to begin the second half.
All right, I was like looking at something there. But yeah, that was one of the things we were looking for, is the
Let's check in with Tracy
Spark show. And also, you know what, just for morbid curiosity, the Kitsune show, because I'm pretty sure that broadcasted somewhere too. That new one in the from just a few weeks ago, that Japanese cultural event. I saw a lot of people kind of give that shit because of the venue looked kind of decent, but yeah, I saw there wasn't a ton of people there. It probably has nothing to do with the fact that like half the people they announced, they had to basically say, yeah, they're not actually going to be there.
Benjamin skips it to the inside. Gibson.
I feel like at this point, Act Yasukawa is just cursed to never come back to America. And she seems somewhat upset about that.
With the shot. The lead is still
maybe because of the money she could potentially make.
Leads him with the pass. Shot jammed in by number 51. What an explosive finish to that one.
Someone on the defense. Man,
Man, oh man.
Number 12 inbounds the ball.
Oh, it was still kind of hand in the face.
Number 44 gets the rebound.
That's how to defend against a great
I feel like if I
shooter
touch her, her
You
eye
can't
will
give him
fall
any
out.
space, Vern.
Left wing.
Who?
Dishes to the corner. Raises up. Got into the paint.
I feel like we're on a weirdly different conversation.
Finished nicely down low on that last shot.
That's how to finish the hoop, Vern.
I was talking about
Take it up
pirating
strong.
shows. I don't know what you were talking about.
Passes it to the baseline. Diallo backs in. Shoots from the post. The shot was
Hey.
short, but got the shooter's roll.
That tweet saying I would buy. Oh, okay. Two scenarios would happen. See, you sat there, Cobius. I met her, and she is a sweetheart. And she was great. She was fantastic. I also mentioned the story to her from like 4.5 years ago when I first met her in 2019, when she hadn't quite yet realized that Americans don't know Japanese. So she tried to speak Japanese to me. And I told her I was sorry that I knew so little Japanese. And she took it in stride. And we had a good laugh about it. And then made that heart pose.
He had just a little bit of room, but it was enough to give him a good look at the basket.
Diallo inbounds the ball.
I was gonna say, I feel like they teach those up girls some good ass PR. They do some good ass PR.
Right around
Now I need to know how. I wonder. I think Hikari probably does pretty good with that, based on last year. Maybe we'll get Shino and Uta. Maybe not Uta. Well, no, she'd probably be 18 at that point. It wouldn't be. It'd still be kind of awkward, but.
Dumps it off. Feeds it to the left side. Number 12.
Hey. Get the shit taken to me trying to play the kids. You try to sit down only to break my plastic indie chair.
Number 51.
Those scenarios, you go, yeah, I don't know him.
Gee, what a nice
No, my friends definitely did that. They definitely. It was kind of funny because I saw them after I was doing that. After I was doing all my photos and stuff, and it was just like they just had this. They didn't really have much of a look. But it was just like, I didn't even notice that they happened to be nearby enough to just kind of see me pacing around like a madman, trying to figure out like what portraits I need or pictures I want.
11 points, and he's his team's leading scorer. The home team are making.
So I was like, yeah, they probably are pretending like they don't know me. But then again, there were other dudes there who also. Like, okay, I wasn't like, I was going to say not weird, but there were other dudes there who also were like shuffling through all the stuff that they had, and I was at least slightly less awkward about it, I feel. There was one guy in particular that was like horseshoe bald and was doing almost the same thing I was, going through like photo books and portraits and merch and stuff. And my friends did make fun of me. Doc and you were just like, oh, that's going to be you in 20 years. It's just like, what the fuck, first off. Second off, if I end up going horseshoe bald, if I lose my hair and it recedes far enough back that it would just be, that it's just an exercise in futility to actually keep it, I'm just going to shave it. Like, I'd rather just go bald than be balding. I'm not one of those people who are going to hang on to my hair at that point. Because I've seen people who go from balding to bald. And, like, you could still kind of pull that off if you grow your beard out or something. Like, it'll work out a lot better in your favor.
Benjamin, it's good. Nice lead pass.
Todd, if you really listen to his uncle.
They're ahead, 55.
I don't know.
45. Fires. Nice lead pass, and the shot was good by number 11.
That, and I'm trying my damnedest to, like I said, try to get in some sort of better shape than I'm in right now. That's another thing I would like to definitely do over the next year.
Benjamin goes up. Good with the fadeaway.
Just go in there looking at least a little bit more impressive, a little bit less like a pile of shit.
Number 11. Dicey pass.
Can you imagine that would just be my luck too, as I do all of this, and then like I'm like 2-3 months into it, and then they finally announce WrestleMania 41's location. It's in Vegas.
That one off easily.
Number 11 gets it. Right wing goes up. The lay-in was good by number 10. And
There's just no real need, or it's just like, well, I guess I'm not. I don't know. I think they got direct flights to Vegas from Des Moines. It's on fucking Allegiant, but I mean, it's there.
To the right wing.
Going too hard on yourself, you look fine. I don't know. It's hairy and soulless. I mean, being at the TJPW show did make me feel a little bit better, but I know that I can do better. It's just one of those things where it's like I always have that in the back of my head. I don't think it's like, and I don't even think it's like body dysmorphia or anything. It's just one of those things where it's just like I know. I think it's also a thing because I know what I can weigh, and I don't weigh that, and I weigh like 80 pounds over that. I know what I can be at.
Number 12 inbounds the ball. Number 10 takes it up.
Hey. Yeah, I was going to say, I think, like I said, besides Maki Ito, Hyper Misao, like even the other Joshis at like the other shows, besides like some of the Stardom girls and Konami who Because I even went and got an Aja Kong thing. That was another funny thing, is because I think Aja Kong was another one of the Spark portrait deals where it was like you do the whole combo thing. But Aja was also just selling her portraits and all that like separately. So it really was a shit show of like, oh yeah, did you pay for the ticket and all that stuff? And it's like they didn't really. You get to the actual show, they didn't pay attention to any of that shit. I didn't have to pay for $50 for the Aja Kong thing. I just went up there and bought a portrait. Konami was the same way. I saw Konami's prices listed, which means that she also was in the same boat of who gives a fuck about the ticket. You can just come up here and just buy shit.
And they're now up by 6.
Yeah, I wish it came out a little bit better than it ended up coming out, but I mean, I got the point across. And Ram ended up liking it, so
They're bringing the double team.
I don't remember if she liked it at the show, but I mean, she liked the tweet at least. Then again, I think anyone who took a picture with her, she was liking it. But yeah, I just had that silly idea in my head like the night before with the Ram picture, and it was like, you know what? I feel like I could make a little fun joke about the fact that I'm 6'4" and she's like 4'8".
And they're out in front by 6.
So I was like, fuck it. I could do just a normal picture, but I could do something that would be a little bit funnier.
Right in the bottom of the bucket.
And I got her. It took a little bit of explaining, and we didn't quite get it the first time, but we eventually got it. So, and I don't know. I'd have to look as to who. It was probably Ram's assistant, because I now have like silver ink on my OtterBox. And I don't remember if that was because I don't remember if it was because all the Stardom portraits were white, so I feel like it had to have been Ram's assistant that got silver ink on my OtterBox. Because it was like the only other person besides me and Ram's assistant that held my phone was Tara Okada. That's also a nice little fun story, being able to say that I got my picture with was it the Starlight Kid picture? Yeah, I got my picture with Starlight Kid, and that picture was taken by Tara Okada. So that's at least kind of fun to be able to say. But when it's Azumi, you start getting the sweats. Well, it was just I was nervous, and also I just wanted to get the. It was I didn't know what the line was going to be like or anything. I don't know. Yeah, it's odd that I started getting. I completely forgot how to do the Queen's Quest thing. I don't know why I thought it was the way that it was. I'm like, was this another hand signal for another? Was this an Oedo Tai thing, or am I just really stupid? And I think I'm just really stupid.
The jumper was buried by Diallo, but they're still down by 4. Just over 5 minutes left in the second half.
Hey, let's go! Boom! Let's get back into this.
He's got 9. Number 51 inbounds the ball. Benjamin at the control.
I will say, I can't imagine. Okay, so I don't know how much money we shower off to eat it. Yeah, I mean, I'm a shower every day person. I've heard about the people who don't shower every day because they don't think they need it. I can't do that. I can't go longer than a day. Like I have to do it. I feel gross if I don't.
Dishes to the
I
outside.
just told them you're English.
Mitchell beats it to the right.
I forget where I was going with that. Oh, I don't know how a lot of the other girls did, but it was kind of funny because when I got my portrait and oh Jesus, I spent a lot of. No, I think I spent $50 with Rina Yamashita because I bought. It was 20 portrait, 22 shot, and then 10. I got stickers to put on my beer cooler, which she also signed the stickers too. What the fuck?
Both teams are making substitutions.
So I gave her 60 because all I had was 20s. And while she was fishing for a 10, she had like this little purse that she stuffed all her cash in. And the thing was just bursting. So I can only imagine that if Rina Yamashita was doing that well, who I don't know how well she did on like the regular GCW shows that she was a part of. but I don't know. Her table wasn't extra busy like, you know, all the TJPW girls, and even Saki's wasn't super busy. Even at the, I kind of felt bad about that. I think Saki's was still kind of busy at the Spark show, but that was the reason why I ended up getting a portrait and picture with Saki at the Stardom shows, because you had all these people lining up for Ram and Konami, and Saki was just standing there. I'm like, fuck it. I was like, I feel kind of bad. It's not like she's ugly. If only Namba was there. Oh my, yeah, Namba would have been definitely one I would have gotten. I would have done the combo with as well. Gotten a picture, and knowing Namba, she probably would have done something goofy. That would have been great. But yeah, Palm's line was stupid. Palm's line was stupid long. Raku's line was kind of long too. I got lucky on the GCW TJPW show that I got up the stairs in time. That was kind of nice. Like, I once again was on a mission, and everyone was kind of gun shy about trying to like get out of line to meet people. And it was like, oh, a lot of people look like they're lined up for blah, 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 and all this. And it's just like, well, I'm lined up for Raku because that's mostly who I had left. I wasn't even fully planning on Yuki Aino. I don't really get... I'm not even like a massive fan of Yuki Aino. She was a... what was it? What's the thing that they... Oh my god, I even know the term. I knew the term like just a few days ago. Impulse buy. I even impulse bought the Yuki Aino portrait. I wasn't even planning on just spending that $30, but I was like, fuck it, she's right here. She's on the same page of this program as Raku, and I haven't gotten her, so let's just do it. Imagine impulse buying a Joshi portrait. I feel like there's not a lot of people who can say that. I just realized we're in the home stretch here, and we've officially gotten a lead. After all of this, we've officially gotten a lead in the home stretch of the game here. I didn't even end up talking about the hockey game hardly at all. Probably because in your heart, you know, is closest to meeting 10 again. Unless I travel to Japan again and go to their little cafe that her and her husband have. I mean, I guess it's entirely possible. I don't have to wait. I don't even have to wait for a show to meet her. I just have to go to her family's cafe. Who knows? Judging by pictures from like her Twitter, you might just randomly meet Shoko or Haru at her cafe. It was also kind of neat meeting some people. Ended up talking to some dudes next to me at the Spark show. Talked to some people in line. Talked to a couple people in line at the TJPW show about stuff. And one guy was from Long Island, and he does like eBay reselling. I don't want to judge him too harshly. Because like he's like, oh yeah, I just kind of undercut everybody with my prices, and it's just like, man, I'm never a big eBay reselling guy. But then again, I don't think he's one of those dudes who goes to. He didn't sound like he was one of those dudes who's against like any of the people who go to like the airport and try to get photos and stuff signed and all that. So it's at least semi-honorable. They're probably the ones baked made. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't see. I think the only dude from either Joshi Twitter. I think the only dude from like either Joshi Twitter or the ones that PW made fun of was like the Kai guy. I saw him because I think at the TJPW show he had his Hikari Noah shirt. And I think he had some other one for the GCW one.
Knocks it down.
It would be fun. I somewhat considered the idea. I somewhat considered the idea of just telling you to post my pictures on the whatever the baked disco. I'm not even on it, so you'd have to tell me secondhand, or even invite me. Be like, hey, this loser posted on Twitter. This is what he looks like. You can even roast him to his face. Hey! Also, mate. Yeah, I saw people were. PW also doesn't seem to like him too much.
Very smart play. Benjamin just picked up his third foul of the game.
Good foul there. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Diallo inbounds the ball. Benjamin now has 4 fouls.
He was like, I'm so happy they're consoling me over my loss. What? Did he say that? Oh, yeah, he did have oh, yeah, that's right. I did see all the fucking flowers, too.
Number 44.
He did give all the flowers.
Bonus situation in effect. So they'll head to the line for a 1-and-1. The foul
I don't understand that. I don't know. Maybe I'm simple. Where it's just like, hey, you're here for work, right? I'll show my appreciation by buying your shit. How about that? I guess they would probably kind of like gifts, but how about instead of being cringe, I just buy your shit? Okay. There we go. Oh, God, that was terrible. Fuck.
That's not a good look, Vern. You've got to use
Oh, God. Oh, God, they're all the way on this end, too. Shit. I was trying to go for a last-second shot, and I might lose this because of this. Oh, I'm such a dipshit. Damn it.
Inbounds the ball. Benjamin, the big shot.
Mm.
We are headed to overtime.
What does he mean consoling over his loss? Did he have like an actual loss, or is it something TJPW related? I guess I never saw the nonsense he was going on about.
Has it out left. Number 12 passes to the elbow. Diallo backs him down to the free throw line.
That's I don't know, that part of me it's interesting because yeah, it's like, oh, I gave them flowers, and it's like, you know how I show my appreciation? The fact that they brought in like all their merch and shit and they have to pay tariffs on it, I'll just buy that. I'll let them make the money that they want to make on their shows. They have to pay tariffs on their merch. Buy their shit. Who gives a fuck about a dozen roses?
Given another chance.
Bold pass. Leads him with the pass. The last layup was dropped in by Thomas.
I don't know why I got weirdly angry over that.
Gave him a look and paid for it.
But the more I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute, why? What the?
Passes it to the elbow. Diallo releases.
I hadn't even really thought about it too hard until just now. Oh God! All right. We need to get back into this.
Under 4 minutes left in overtime. Puts it up.
Oh God, that's a long one.
No good on the three.
Fuck me, we're gonna lose this, aren't we? I'm gonna fuck this up and lose.
Sizing up his man. Knocks down the first one. The Mountaineers are going to shake things up a little bit with some subs.
I just saw something where it was like, TikToker reveals a way to help out waiters by writing down the order for them. It's like, yeah, but I think they have their own shorthand way of doing it. It's like I just saw something last week that was like TikToker reveals shocking thing about Cheesecake Factory. And it was like, it's all frozen stuff. And it's just like, I'm sorry, do you think they have 350 items on the menu and it's all fresh? Like,
Diallo catches it outright. Backs down.
you think that's all just fresh food that they're making? They're giving you giant portions of for like $25? No.
Take a timeout. They're winning by 6. 2:52 left in overtime. Well, let's
all
get
right.
back to the action.
We can still do
Got a
this.
quick breather, but they need him back on the floor.
I thought I knocked the rust off, but maybe I didn't. Or I'm just dicking around too much.
Passes. High post.
Oh, did you go looking for whatever his post was?
Gibson.
Please at least tell me that it was like a genuine loss, like he lost his dog or something.
He's got 25.
Or his mother.
Diallo inbounds the ball. 2:30 left in overtime.
Girlfriend's guy friend, you always pick her
Number
side
12,
energy. What?
back in.
Oh.
Diallo beats it to the wing. Nice touch on
Hey.
the pass by Diallo.
Oh, yeah, your girlfriend's guy friend who always picks her side. Oh, yeah.
Dumps it to the middle. Unload.
The guy friend who's just waiting for you to fuck up so that they can fuck your ex-girlfriend.
94
Oh, yeah.
to 87. That shot missed by Diallo.
Credit the D there. They reacted
You're always
quickly
right.
after
It's
the
amazing.
turnover.
You're always right. No, I've seen that shit. I've seen that shit in my own friend group.
Bounces it to the right wing. Benjamin gets it. Right corner. Feeds. Right wing. The trifecta by Gibson.
Come on. I need some threes now. We just need to pop those up, man.
Number 11 from
All right, we're missing everything. This is probably it.
pulls it down inside.
That's
It's
probably
like
it.
a library here, Vern. We need some
I'm going to try
excitement
here.
to get
If they
back
score
up.
in this possession, it's over.
Thomas.
I think it's already pretty much over.
Now's
Yep, that's over. That's over. We ain't doing shit off that one. God damn. Why does it always do that? Have you ever met a lady that doesn't like flowers? Me neither. If all else fails, just make a t-shirt of them. They'll like that too. I hardly post photos of my brother with the players that here he is. Man, he ain't much taller than them, are they? If you gave me comfort today from the Philly show for me missing Hikari Noah, seriously, thank you. I had so many random people give me hugs and handshakes to express their regards. Even some of the players gave me... Oh, Lord. Should I have done that? Should I have cried about Hikari... Or, not just Hikari Noah, but also fucking... Now Kakata. Just let them know how sad I was that Now wasn't here. Was that the play? I didn't realize that was the play. I feel like a dipshit now for not doing that. 35. I think we pretty much got him secured. No, because you're tall. It's like the Hulk crying. This one's probably over. Which is fine, because I think we're still going to get the other 5. So I'll probably remove from the target list. And then just do the rest. Do the phone calls. Do the phone calls. Split up the emails. We'll put some points into doing some scouting. Email. We'll put more points into doing some scouting. I guess I could probably spend the last of this. Let's see. No one's there. No one's. I mean, that's a maybe. That's a hard maybe. Should I just? I could probably wrap. You probably wrap that one up by doing a visiting recruit at home and spending all my money on that. All right. Did I miss anything? I didn't. They had a schizo moment. Oh boy. As opposed to normal. 5-3. All right, not the best. 2 losses and a win. The win was a good, strong win, but the losses were also not great losses. I'm not thrilled with that. All right. Well, I mean, it is what it is. We're getting through it, and like I said, I think we're on. I can't remember if we're on MOP yet or not, but it's difficult. It's difficult, and also sometimes when you're not locked into the zone there, you just start playing kind of shitty, and then that's what happens. Fairleigh Dickinson will at least be probably a win. Northern Iowa is a maybe. They're 1-4, but then again, they didn't mean anything against CSU Bakersfield. And then George Mason is probably not. I don't know. It's the Japanese RP YouTube channel. Let's see here. Namba was on it. Oops. Let me make sure. Overwrite. Does that save? Yeah. Okay. I hate that I have to physically put the put this in. Saying Misao and Mahiro was on it too. There we go. Oh no. Is this a video? Oh, this is a. For some reason, I thought it was that one short movie, that one short film that. I think I've seen this. I feel like I've seen this, or I've heard something about it. Could be worse. Yeah, I was gonna say the Namba horror film, the short horror film. That was definitely her in that. They brought that up too, yeah. All right. Oh no, is this the thing? I mean, these don't look like them though. Are these just random ones? This is the Misao one? That doesn't look like Misao though. That doesn't really look like her though. No ramen the teeth? Nah, it doesn't look enough like her though. And a lot of Japanese women have some goofy ass teeth. I'm looking at the teeth. I don't really see it. I don't know. Maybe they did the makeup in just the right way. I don't know if I see it. Look at the teeth. Well, I should at least end the I should just end the stream and everything before we get into this. Is this just a whole bunch of this? It was for a website, wasn't it? It looks like the website no longer exists. A Roll RP YouTube channel. don't know if I see that. But then again, I've seen like I've got like a portrait of Nao Kakata when she was in Actress Girls with like Natsupoi. And like you can tell Natsupoi even with like her brown hair and everything, but it was kind of one of those things I didn't even quite recognize it was Nao Kakata that I had. That was her tag partner. I actually looked it up on Cage Match. I'm like, well, this is the event, so this is the event, and they were a tag team, so it might be, and it just they don't quite look the way they did. I don't know. I'd have to see. All right. I'm getting way lost on a whole bunch of different stuff, so I feel like I should probably call it a day and call it a stream before I get into like a whole bunch of other different stuff. Because I'm just scrolling through a bunch of other nonsense, and I'm just gonna end up sticking around here just watching a lot of stuff. So all right, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Anyone who watches this on YouTube, I appreciate you watching as well. And thank you, and I will see you guys next time.